So hi, One Look Noise Podcast. I'm Shane.
I'm Glory.
Happy Monday.
Is it? It is. It is actually.
It's
it is.
always a happy Monday when we're on the Good Noise Podcast talking about music.
This is true. This is actually true.
Yes, sir. I saw Under Oath on Thursday.
Did you? I didn't get any videos of Hallelujah sent to me. So.
Oh, I'm sorry. I did record the whole thing. I just have to hope my phone did, because my phone has been doing this really awesome thing where it doesn't shit out while I'm recording it. It will make it look like I record the whole thing, and then I will go back to try to see, like to watch it the next day, and I'm like, I don't remember only recording a minute and a half of this song.
Oh.
So gotta hope that the whole song is there. So yeah, you'll get that in like 7 to 10 business days.
Damn. All right, I'll wait for that song. Hell yeah.
Yeah, and if my phone only recorded 30 seconds, you get that.
Hell yeah, I'll take it as long as it's the fucking chorus or the fucking bridge. Oh my god, I love that. I love that song so much.
But what a tour package. Under Oath, The Ghost Inside, We Came as Romans, and Better Lovers. Shout out to Stone Pony for promoting the show as starting at 6, and then hours beforehand being like, show starts at 5:30, and I only caught one Better Lovers song because I was like, show starts at 6, I don't have to get there any earlier than 6, so I
would be pissed.
stroll right in. I caught 1 1/4 song. They were pretty good. It's what I expected from that group of people coming together and making a band.
A super group.
Yes, wish I caught more, but good set.
Man, fuck you, Stone Pony.
We Came as Romans. They shifted around their set list from the last time I checked, so they played Double Speak, which is my favorite song off their new record, and I was like, oh fuck.
Hell yeah.
Oh shit.
Good.
Yeah, it was good. Since I had time after the Better Lovers, I was looking at the set list and I was like, oh fuck, they play that? Was that like a one-off? Like when they went to Canada, they were feeling silly, but nah, man, they played it. They put on a great show. May I just preface, shows outside, it was hot as balls out. So shout out,
we need to stop having outside shows.
Yeah, shout out all those bands for sweating their balls off, because I was sweating just standing there. Dave from We Came as Romans, every single time that like he would take a breather, you could just see how much sweat was accumulating on his shirt. I was like, you picked a bad day to wear a tan shirt, dude.
Tan or gray, gray or brown are the ones that you fucking avoid that shit.
But yeah, they put on a good set. People were into the old stuff, but what across the board with the crowd, they did not seem to care for any of the band's new shit. We Came as Romans, that's one thing because they're an opening band. Obviously their older records were fucking huge, so I expected that. The Ghost Inside, they put on a great show. I was glad to see them and not be terrified this time around, because last time I saw them it was sold out at the Stone Pony direct support to A Day to Remember, and I was terrified. The pit opened up and I was like, I'm gonna die. They had to stop the show.
Sending your final messages.
They had to stop the show at 2 separate points towards the end because the pit was getting so crazy, but I was far enough away from that shit because the show was not sold out this time around.
Good.
Yeah, so they put on a good show. I personally like their new song. The crowd did not.
Were you the only person like fucking with
I was like, fuck yeah, man. Yeah.
And everyone else was
like, turn off this Octane Core shit, and I was like, nah, play more of that.
Exactly. Sometimes Octane Core is good. I fuck with it sometimes.
Yeah. I was like, turn that shit up, man. I love that. And then Under Oath came on, and they did a good job of pretty much splitting their set 50-50, new shit, old shit, and lacing it together so it's not like one part new shit, one part old shit.
That always pissed me off.
People didn't care about the new shit. Like, they opened the set with Take a Breath off of Voyeurist, and I love that song, and I thought it was a weird opener. listening to the set list playlist, because I was like, it just kind of starts abruptly because it like fades in from another song on the record, and I was like, oh yeah, man, I love this song. And everyone else around me was like, okay, play the old shit, like just staring at them. And then of course they play the old stuff, the crowd gets moving, people are fucking doing their thing. I mean, one of the old, that video that they posted of someone dancing on stage, that was at Asbury.
That awesome guy.
And that was one of the old songs, because the pit went fucking wild. I don't even know how that guy got up on that stage. It's not on the ground.
No, he had to like pass multiple people to get on.
Like, bro had to get over the barricade and then get up on the stage. Like,
yeah,
that was wild.
Security just wasn't looking. Apparently, they didn't care.
And the way they didn't tackle him off the stage, the tour manager just like came up and like tapped him on the shoulder and was like, "You got to come with me, buddy."
Except they let him stay up there for like a good 30 seconds. I was like, usually people are like fucking like fucking dragging them off. They let him have his moment up there, and like they were all cool with him. Like the guitarist was like, like fucking dancing with him and shit. I was like, oh, who is this man, dude? And
the drummer was just fucking laughing.
Exactly. It was a good moment. It was a good moment. Don't let that shit happen again, though.
I was glad they caught that on video, and that it made the socials, because that was something else. I was just like, wait. Like 1 second, Spencer's asking for crowd surfers. He's like, I want to see, like, we've been doing a competition every show. We want to see the most crowd surfers during the song. Next second, there's a shirtless dude on stage.
Fucking two-stepping.
Offbeat two-stepping.
It was awful. It was bad. Well, because I watched it without sound the first time, and I was like, oh, hell yeah. And then I watched it with sound. I was like, is this man, does he know, like, what song is playing right now? Like, what's this? Yeah, that was bad. But good for him, though. Good for him. He had a moment.
So, but yeah, it was interesting. People, they play the new stuff. I was excited. Everyone else around me was like falling asleep, and then they played the old shit, and I was like, okay, play new shit. And everyone else around me was going wild. So, weird crowd, fun show.
Did they like Hallelujah?
I think that was like the one song that people remotely gave a fuck about, but like they played the new songs, like the 2 new singles, and I might have been the only one singing along. I'm gonna be honest with you.
That pisses me off, actually. Like that actually, because their new shit's good.
Yeah, and it's like there's 3,000-4,000 people there, and it's not like those songs have been flops.
Yeah,
by any stretch of the word. Yeah. It was just that was a weird vibe. I expected it with the Ghost Inside's new song, because it's just so much more metalcore than everything else they've done. But Under Oath, it's not screamo, because it's not 2005 anymore. That's not what's cool.
I would like that to come back just like a little bit, though, like a little drop of it, if that's okay.
So yeah, that was fun. Tomorrow I see Honey Revenge and Finish Ticket. Will not be staying for Hours and Actions. Got a skedaddle from the venue, and then Saturday and Sunday is Fallout Boy, the Falling Out Boys, and the Bringing of the Horizons.
Yep, the Horizon will be brought to you.
Yeah. So
that shit's exciting.
That is my weekend.
Holly Sykes.
Hell yeah.
I don't have fucking anything. I have 5 seconds of summer, but that's like next month, so I shouldn't even be talking about that yet.
Wouldn't it be this month? Or, well, it is. Oh, I forgot today. Tomorrow's August 1. So it is still technically next month. Okay.
Technically, yeah. And then tomorrow, next podcast, I'll be able to say, I see Crown the Empire and fucking. Who's the other one? Who's the fucking. They're heavier. They're opening up for Falling Universe as well. Slaughter to Prevail, and fucking Ice Kills, and fucking...
next month.
Yep, next month. Next month, that's me. And then Silver Scream, so I'll be seeing Ice Kills again. So, in a month.
This fucking guy over here.
I actually hate Ice Kills. I fucking hate them, actually.
Yeah. You like Ice Kills? Not really. You are the embodiment of that song.
Don't say that shit to me ever again. That shit pissed me the fuck off. I've gotten that at shows before. I'm not playing this game with you right now.
Yo, you got to play with me because I didn't know you got it at the show. So
no, that's fair. Actually,
yeah.
I did. I jumped on you. I'm sorry for that. You didn't know
come
context.
on, man. So do you like Ice Nine Kills? Not really.
Not really. Fuck off.
But we have music to talk about. From Ashes to New dropped their new album Blackout. This fucking record was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
They've been on social media talking about how like this is gonna be our biggest album yet, and like they're not bullshitting you. The charts are speaking for themselves on that one.
This is true. I thought the album was good. I thought it was good. There were high points for me where it's like songs where I was like, holy shit, write this down here. I'll fucking pull it up. I think it was Hope You're Happy, Armageddon, and then the Memphis Mayfire, Maddie Mullins, fucking Until We Break. Those were like the highest points for me on the record. The opener to me was good at first, and then it just kind of it didn't hit as hard as I wanted it to. But yeah, that's kind of difficult to say because it was clearly made to be an opener. But I don't know. It's just I think it's a very good record, and it's well deserving of the fucking numbers it's doing right now. But I don't know. I think it needs to grow on me a little bit. I think it needs to grow on me. But thankfully, I didn't hate it on first listen.
Well, I didn't either. No, I made sure to spend multiple listens with this record so that I wouldn't just be like, man, I don't like it.
History will not repeat itself.
No. I did enjoy this album. I enjoyed it on first listen. It was a little bit more metalcore focused, a little less the rap rock. Obviously there was still a bunch in there, but it felt like it was kind of, over the rock riffs and over the metalcore riffs, whereas on the last record it would like have its own moment like in the song. So that's kind of what I mean with that. So yeah, it made for a very pleasant listening experience in my opinion. I liked it from front to back. I did not hate it on first listen, which is an improvement from the last album. And I will be bumping this shit.
Travis Scott finally fucking dropped an album, Utopia. I thought this record was amazing. It's longer than I thought it would be. It's fucking over an hour and 19 minutes, I think. So that caught me off guard. Shit ton of features on this. The highlights being, I believe, The Weeknd, Beyonce, Young Thug, Playboi Carti. Uzi wasn't on it. I wish they were. And then there was someone else that was like, holy shit, what? But I think it was Jay-Z. Actually, I think Jay-Z was on it. Cardi's feature pissed me off. Because all he fucking said in the entire song, I was so excited when I was like, okay, Cardi's on which one? All he says was fucking fiend. That shit pissed me off. You have Playboi Carti on your song and you just get him to repeat the same word over and over again.
I would do the same thing.
That's so disrespectful.
I would do the same thing.
You're pissing me off. You're not allowed to talk for the rest of the podcast. No, that pissed me off. The Weeknd's feature was really good. Even though I'm a little, I don't really like The Weeknd anymore after watching this fucking show. I did watch the show for fun, for shits and giggles. And it actually ruined my perception of the fucking Weeknd. But yeah, I thought it was a really good record. I think it was well worth the wait. I like that it wasn't a copy and paste of fucking. It's fucking. Oh my god, what was his last record?
Astroworld.
Astroworld. Thank you. I'm glad it wasn't a copy and paste of that, straight rip of that with all the immense amount of auto tune that was on that one because that was his sound. Also on, I believe it was Fiend, I was waiting for guitars because it's like it was building up to kind of like a guitar break in it. Never came, and that I wish he would embrace more rock in his record. But I think Uzi just spoiled us with that one. But yeah, sure. That is my review. I liked it, but some elements needed that rock element. I feel like once rap and rock kind of meet and they take from each other, I think that's when music will be perfect.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed the record because I did not in the slightest.
Damn. I I can't say I didn't see this coming.
Yeah, I
put this on so I could talk about
yeah, I saw it on here and I was like, oh man, I gotta fucking listen to Travis Scott album. Okay, whatever. I'll suck it the fuck up. And
you made me listen to so many metal records and fucking deathcore records.
Yeah, but listen, look at where you're at now.
I'm not listening to deathcore.
Traveling all over the fucking country to see fucking Ice Nine Kills. It worked out somewhat.
Ice Nine Kills is not deathcore. Let's take a moment.
No, we're talking about the just metalcore, and because at one point you would just be like, "Well, I like the drums." I'd be like, "Yeah, but no, they're so fucking awesome, man."
Exactly. So maybe you've listened to Uzi, you listen to Travis. Let's keep this going.
Yeah, well, this album was boring as fuck. This was like first time in a minute where I was like keeping track on my Spotify, like scrolling as the songs were going away, so like I could see. So I could finally see the end, see Nirvana, see when Signs of the Swarm was going to come on. I just wasn't a big fan. I felt like a lot of the songs dragged on for too long and was a little too atmospheric feeling for my liking.
He is a fucking... He does want you to listen to his music on like acid and shit. Like that's the type of music. It's like that's like an actual genre, I believe. So.
Yeah, it's not my vibe. I'm not dropping acid and listening to Travis Scott. That's not what I do in my free time. that you know, at 9:30 in the morning, that's not what I'm doing. So yeah, that's just it just felt like almost a little too hollow listening to it. And I just wasn't a fan. I mean, stoked that The Weeknd was on there. Wish the features were marked so I could have been like amping myself up for that fucking song, you know. But when he came in, I was like, ah, shit, yeah. And I did enjoy the back half of the album more. Like once The Weeknd's feature, and then we kind of trickled down that part of the track list, the last 5 or 6 songs. I felt like they picked up a little bit and it was like more of what I expected from Travis Scott, like based on everything that I've heard about this fucking guy.
Mode,
yeah. So you know, that's kind of what I was expecting. So I enjoyed that part of the album more. But you know, that first half of the album, I was just like, is this what it's gonna be like?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
So
I can see that. The opener was a bit slow. I'll say that. The first time listening to the opener, I was like, no. But then once I got past that, I was like, okay, I could put this on the playlist. But it's I can understand that.
Yeah, I gave it a puncher's chance. That's what we're here to do.
Yeah. I appreciate that. Thank you, Shane.
God bless. You want to pull your mic closer? I think I'm losing you just a smidge. Well, that's because you've got it all the way up in the fucking sky.
It's literally, it was just out of range. It was right there. It was right there. It's not in my fucking ceiling, dude. There you go. Let me know if that's better.
That's better. Sometimes it sounds like the fucking mic is in the opposite corner of the room where your desk used to be.
Dude, I'm gonna fucking move my room around again. It might be back there.
Yo, Snoopy back in the frame for real? For real?
Oh my god, I've wanted to actually. Next time we meet, I'm gonna give you a Snoopy because I have like 2 in my room, and you're like fucking Mr. Snoopy. So I do want to give you one of my Snoopies.
I actually have one on my desk. Sam bought me a Snoopy lanyard and ripped the cardboard that like it was attached to because it had a Snoopy on it, and left this behind on my desk. So now it lives next to my speaker.
That's awesome.
I do love that guy.
Why isn't your little plushie Snoopy on your desk? I would expect that to be on your desk.
Which one? Well, my desk isn't very big. So that's the problem. You know, if I move
nail him to the wall.
Yeah.
Next to your monitor. Like Jesus.
Yeah. Fucking like Jesus mode.
Yeah. That's fucking beautiful, man.
Group chat's gonna go crazy tonight.
No, it's gonna be. I can't fucking wait.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna nail Snoopy to the cross.
Damn it.
No, I've got my Snoopy on my desk. The plushies stay in the corner of my closet, and you know, some of them are dispersed around the room. The Squishmallows stare at me at night when I'm sleeping.
Oh.
Yeah. It's a little weird. But Signs of the Swarm dropped a new album, Amongst the Low and Empty. We got to chat with the band about the record. It is out now. It was a very good conversation.
Very good.
This album is a fucking just total ripper, head banging, neck destroying work of art. I do want to shout out the song with Matthew from Trivium, because I thought it was so interesting that there is this deathcore album, and obviously he is a fucking legend in just the metal scene in general, but that band is not deathcore. And but he it sounded like his vocal part and his feature sounded like off a Trivium album, and I love that, like, those two sounds blended together so well on the record. Because even like in the way that his feature was produced, it just like felt like it was ripped straight off a Trivium song, and I thought that was a cool touch, whether it was intentional or not. Overall, the album is a fucking ripper. I like every song on the album, and I'm a fan now.
Hell yeah. Especially after that interview, I do believe, whether the music is usually the genre that I go to or not, after that fucking interview, I became a fan, because I was like, this guy's so fucking cool. He's so
you
awesome.
were sitting there fucking geeking over the cover art or the album insert that you hadn't even seen yet.
No, I was like, holy shit. No, that was fucking awesome. I loved that. And I thought that clip was so funny, because you can literally see, like, dude, what are you doing? But yeah, I thought this album was good. As I said, it's not usually the genre that I go for, as it is more in that deathcore, super heavy metal. I'm just now getting into metalcore, so it's a
pump
jump
the brakes,
for me.
Yeah.
Exactly. Let's calm down. Give me like 2 years, maybe. And I'll be right here. I'll be right here. But I thought it was very good. Just fucking deathcore vocals alone are so impressive. I don't understand how that sound can come out of your body. I don't get it, especially like the ones that sound like pig squeals. The one that sound like pig squeals, those are fucking crazy, and I love hearing those. Even though I need the lyrics to like understand what you're saying, but even then, I'm just kind of like, this shit, whatever you're saying, I completely agree. Yeah, I'm like, this is fucking crazy. So great album, wonderful work. Yes.
Oh yeah.
Saul dropped a new album. This is it. ... The end of everything.
We got to chat with the band. It'll be out this Thursday. If you're watching this after this Thursday, it's already out, and you can go watch it whenever the fuck you want.
Go look it up. Go look up Saul talks about this is it. ... The end of everything.
It'll be there.
It'll pop right up.
So, gonna be honest, if you go back in the archives and you look when we chatted about the last Saul album on the podcast, we didn't like it. We didn't like it at all. I went into this record with an open mind. I was like, I'm going to take away everything, because a lot of my complaints with that record are stuff that I enjoy now. I'm just going to be honest with you. Like, I enjoy hard rock now. At the time, I did not. Listening to this album now, fucking awesome. I've been loving the shit out of it. Spun it a bunch before the interview, been spinning it post interview. I think that not only did they do hard rock really, really well on this record, they also got heavier.
They did.
And I'm here for that. Like, the singles had me a little worried, because they were very much kind of leaning onto that old album and, a little bit of the hard rock kind of stuff. But diving into this full record, it's certainly heavier than the last one. I'm here for it. It's fucking awesome.
This is true. And because you were completely honest, I will be completely honest. I did not go into the record with an open mind. I was a little worried when I heard that it was coming out. Not worried that, like, oh no, they're doing music again. Like, fuck that. No, I wasn't thinking that.
Yeah.
But when we got the advance, I was like, okay, I wasn't the biggest fan of the last one. We'll see how this one goes. It did take me a couple listens all the way through the album, just a couple of times. I've spun, I think, 3 or 4 times now all the way through. And the third time, right before we interviewed them, it did click. And I was like, oh shit, okay, this is good. This is good. fourth time for the podcast. I was like, okay.
Yeah, they're onto something. Yeah. They were cooking in there. They were cooking.
Exactly. So genuinely, like, yes, I do like this album. It took me a couple listens, but yeah, well done, guys. I do really like the album.
I can't even honestly pick a favorite because I've just been enjoying the record like crazy. You know, there's no bad song on the album, and I'm just like, I just enjoy the record for what it is, you know.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Enjoy it as a whole.
Yes, sir. Sheem dropped the deluxe edition of their album Guilty Pleasure. We did not chat about the deluxe, but we did chat about the album when it came out last year. You can go watch that. It's out now.
Eons ago.
Yeah. It's been out a long time. So they got 5 new ass shakers on here. Gotta love that. And 2 remixes.
I was gonna say that.
Don't really have much of an opinion on the remixes. I think they are good, but you know, remixes are not our forte when reviewing stuff. But
unless they're like really, really bad.
Then we're fucking awesome at that.
Oh yeah, we'll fucking rip that shit apart second by second, man.
But you know, the five new songs, fucking awesome. I like Eject and I like BIOS. I like BIOS because it feels a little bit like a Daft Punk song, and I'm very much here for that.
You do love Daft Punk.
I do love my Daft Punk. But overall, very solid. Stoked that there was more Cheem, more to this album. Stream Guilty Pleasure.
For sure. Something that makes me really happy about this deluxe is none of these sound like B-sides. You could easily tell me like, oh yeah, these were on the album the entire time. And I'd be like, oh no, that makes sense. Because they don't feel half-assed. They don't feel like forgotten, or those like half demos where it's like, these were, you know, a thought that we had that we just kind of, you know, produced to throw on the deluxe to kind of make this a full thing. I like it. I really do. It's crazy that you named BIOS because that was also one of my favorites off the deluxe. And I did like the remixes. They were good. They were good.
They were good.
Yeah, but they weren't shit, so I can't, you know, go on and on about it.
Got nothing else to say.
Lucky for you guys. But yeah, hell yeah. A$AP Rocky and Pharrell Williams dropped new single, Riot, Rowdy Pipin'. Fuck yeah. Welcome back, Rocky. He actually announced at Something in the Water, the festival, the shit show of a festival that I went to. I'm sorry, Pharrell, I love you. That the new album was coming out soon, but he's been saying that for like the past fucking 4, 5, 6, 7, maybe 7 years, I think.
That's so real.
He's always been like, album soon, and album is just now rolling out. So thankfully we have a single in sight. I thought this was really good. I've listened to it a handful of times. I'm a fan. I feel like it's missing something. Like it's missing like the heartbeat of the song, but it's good. It's good. It hyped me up. I'm excited to see what else he has, but I feel like there's just a very important aspect missing from it that I can't put my finger on. I don't know. I don't know, but I loved it.
Fair enough. Yeah, I figured you love it because, you know, A$AP Rocky, I know you love that man.
The love of my life.
I know you love Pharrell Williams. I was like, the two of them together, she's fucking...
I mean, they're always together.
Yeah, she's fucking flipping out over there.
I was, yeah.
But yeah, I enjoyed the song. I thought it was good. I am not the A$AP Rocky enjoyer of the group, though.
You are not.
No, but I do like Happy by Pharrell Williams. I'm gonna be honest with you.
That entire album is so crazy because he's talking about sex and like banging women the entire time, and then it's Happy is like fucking dead set in the middle of it. So it's literally, he has one song where he's like, I'm gonna take you out to lunch and then we're gonna have sex and then it's like, because I'm happy. It's like the fucking craziest fucking flip of a switch ever, and then it just goes immediately back to fucking whatever the hell he's talking about. Gust
of Wind with Daft Punk off that album is also wild. I do enjoy that song as well. So you know, look at that. I'm like the number one Pharrell fan.
I was gonna say you're like his biggest fan.
Yeah, they have that Pharrell album in Big Lots, and every single time I walk past it, I get closer and closer to buying it.
Yeah.
You
should get it. And then you also love the Pharrell and Daft Punk song "Get Lucky."
True. Only the radio edit though. The fucking long one, that's too long. The fucking like
because the outro is like fucking 5 minutes long, right?
Yeah, I mean it's good when I'm listening to Random Access Memories in its entirety, but if I'm like I'm gonna listen to Get Lucky today, which I'm gonna be honest with you, isn't very often. I listen to it. I listen to it as much as everyone else did in 2013, and I don't want to hear it anymore.
Yeah.
That's the radio edit. But when I'm listening to the full record and I want that experience, that the fucking 20,000 long minute fucking version is fine by me.
It is a whole thing. It is a commitment, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, that's like every Daft Punk song ever is a commitment. You're really committed to something.
Yeah, they have a bit and they stick to it.
They've got this one. They have 2 live albums. Alive 1997 is one continuously long 40-minute track. They did not break it up into track listing. I still have not listened to it because I don't have 40 minutes.
No, because you don't have like a certain spot to stop.
No,
that's awful.
No, I can't just be like, I'll come back to this. Like I'm on track 4. I'll come back to this. No, yeah.
You have to be like, I'm at minute 37:20.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, fuck that. Fuck that.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. And on the topic of stupid long songs, there's one Korn song I've never listened to. It's Daddy. You want to know why?
Oh my god.
It's 18 minutes long.
That's a fucking...
I've also heard that it's like, it'll fuck you up because that song is crazy fucked up.
Yeah, I listened to it. It is fucked up. Yeah. It fucked me up, but I was like, damn.
I've heard stories. I'm like, I might just, I like every Korn song except for one.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Concrete Castles dropped their new single, Kill the Lights. Finally announced their new record. Comes out next month. Brand new me. Unfortunately, only have one song left, but that they weren't lying. They did say that was the point. When they announced that this was how they were going to roll the record out, new song every month until the album came out. I was hoping they were lying. There would be like 4 or 5 new songs.
This was a joke, guys.
Yeah, like I was hoping there would be 4 or 5 new songs, but alas, there's only one. But I'm stoked to finally have this as a full project and get to listen to it that way instead of just looping, running from the daylight on a loop, because that song is a fucking banger. But we're not talking about this one. Kill the Lights, great song. Stoked for the album to come out. This one's an ass shaker.
Absolutely. This one made me feel like a badass, just like a little bit though. It's awesome. Love Concrete Castles. Hate that rollout idea. Please let this be a one-off thing, guys. I love you guys. I love the music you make, but I love the element of surprise when it comes to fucking music, and I completely lost that, except for one, which you're probably gonna drop right before the album drops. But you know what? Hey, it's okay. It's good. It's good. At least it's good music.
True.
So yeah,
it's good noise.
Ooh. We killed that joke like 2 years ago. Royal and the Serpent dropped a new single, Utopia. Ooh, Travis Scott tease, and another single, Sweet Tooth.
Yeah.
Sweet Tooth was fucking awesome, but it did remind me of a song that she's already dropped. Like it sounded just the beat and everything sounded like she'd already put it out. You could talk. I'll find it.
This is, the 3rd installment of the Rat Trap series that she's been doing, the double singles every month. I was looking through her set list. She's already playing Utopia, which is fucking badass. I can appreciate when an artist drops shit on a tour and then just starts picking it up. If they weren't playing it from the beginning, they just toss that shit right into the set list, because I feel like sometimes that gets overlooked if it's not put out either right at the beginning or before the tour, and it just gets put out like smack dab in the middle. They're not playing it.
Yeah.
So that's a fun note. Did you find the song?
I can't find it. I can't fucking find it. I think I'm thinking of AstroTurf. Yeah, I think I'm thinking it's just loosely, or maybe it might just be just her sound, but Sweet Tooth, my head was like, this sounds like Junkie, but listening to Junkie again, it does not sound like Junkie. So I think I'm getting it confused with AstroTurf, because it's just that slower kind of anxiety inducing sound in a good way, where it's just kind of like that ominous, like creepy sound that she has. I think it's still fucking great. I love the song. I love these 2 singles. And I like what she's doing a lot. I really do. She's quickly become one of my favorite names to see in the podcast playlist because I know I'm just not going to be disappointed because it's just she has her sound that I don't hear anywhere else, and she's fucking honing in on that, and she needs to find her big crowd and so she can fucking get as big as possible.
Yeah. These songs have been great. You know, I enjoyed these 2 singles as well. As Glory said, she can't miss, and I am stoked to finally see her live. You know, after missed opportunity after overlapping at a festival, we're finally here, and it's finally gonna happen, and I am stoked.
We made it.
Finally made it.
Hell yeah.
Of Mice and Men dropped their new single War Paint, announced their new album Tether, comes out October 26th, 27th, probably the no.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure the 27th is the Friday, so that would make sense. No time was wasted. No time was wasted. This fucking no time was wasted. Straight into the bangers here. I mean, we literally, like last week when we spoke about Jamie's Elsewhere, we were like, man, it's been a minute. You know, stoked to have Aaron singing because it's been a second since Of Mice and Men, and then it was just like, boom, we're back, bitch.
We're back. It's like they heard us and they're like, push this shit up. They're forgetting about it.
But yeah, this song is fucking awesome. And, you know, I'm just stoked for new Of Mice and Men, and I'm stoked that I understand why they rolled out the last record the way they did in the midst of the pandemic. You know, gotta stay relevant the entire time. I get that, but I'm stoked that we're just here, first single, album announcement, and we're not tripping every single song out.
Yeah, let's take it slow this time, guys. Please. This song is amazing. They definitely, I'm pretty sure you said they came back swinging. This shit is crazy. And I'm already more of a fan of this song than I was majority of the last album. So I'm very excited to see what they have coming up. This is good. This is very, very, very good start to the rollout.
So true. I would just like to say, I went back and looked. I wasn't even close. The album comes out October 6th.
Dude.
Which is, I can now see where I got the 26th from. Because I put a 2 in front.
Added a 2.
Yeah.
Okay. That's fair. You know, I can't fuck with you too much on that. That's completely fine. That's valid. Fuck. Hawthorne Heights dropped a new single, The Storm. I thought you were next. Genuinely. I can't believe that.
Nah, man. It's all you.
It's all me, man. This song is really good. I fuck with it. I'm pretty sure I wasn't the biggest fan of their last release. So again, another W for me. Never saying that again. Please,
never say that again.
Please say something.
Don't say that ever again. Yeah, no. This song is pretty good. They announced a new EP. It comes out September 8th. Very stoked about that. Been digging the singles off of that thus far. And yeah, man, they don't miss. Fucking banger. Dying Wish dropped their new single Watch My Promise Die, announced their new album, comes out in November. Fucking stoked, man. They did post that they have a tour announcement tomorrow, Tuesday. If it is a headlining tour announcement, I will post a video on Twitter of me shitting a hole through my jorts.
Please don't let it be a headlining tour, Dying Wish. I'm begging you.
I will not be doing it from the podcast account, as I do not want to get that one banned.
Do whatever the hell you guys want. No, that won't get you banned, brother. I've seen worse. On Twitter. That shit is God.
I tweeted that last night, and they liked it, but they also liked every other quote tweet to the tour announcement tweet. So I'm not that special. Yeah.
No, I'm pretty sure that made them stop and go, and then they moved on.
Yeah, but I am manifesting a headlining tour. I think that they are at a point in their career where they would crush that shit.
Absolutely.
But this song is fucking wild. Stoked on it. Stoked on the album. Stoked for it to come out. And come on the podcast.
Come on the podcast, please, because this song fucked. Great
Absolute
fucking
ripper.
song. I do like Dying Wish a lot, actually. More than I feel like I have said, but I do really like their music.
Oh yeah.
Catch Your Breath dropped a new single, 21 Gun Salute.
They are so good at those heart aching fucking jams, bro.
Okay.
So
we have two. I wasn't the biggest fan. I wasn't the biggest fan. I genuinely like I wanted to like it because I like Catch Your Breath. I really do. I like their music. I like their vibe. I like the vocals. I love fucking everything. This song, it just didn't hit for me. And that's okay. Because not every song is gonna be a song that I like.
Absolutely,
so that's
bro.
just me. I'm gonna just leave it at that. I was just not a big fan. I didn't hate it, but it didn't hit.
That's totally fair, man. It hit for me. I was like, God damn, the song hurts. They're very good at that. You know, they blew up because of that. You know, Dial Tones. That's a pretty heavy song. But yeah, I'm fucking with it. Stoked for whenever this album is going to be coming out, dropping. You know, when we interviewed them, they were in the stew working on it. So
literally in the stew, yeah.
Literally in the stew working on it. So the clock is ticking, and I'm sure it'll be here soon. Hell yeah.
Absolutely.
Slow Tide and Sir Sly put out a new single, Too Much Weight. Bro, I mean, Thursday night I was watching Spencer scream like you wouldn't believe. Friday morning I was listening to this guy sing his heart out. Like, what?
Crying.
Yeah. What a fucking what a 180 fucking flip. But awesome song. Love this fucking project. And you know, stoked for hopefully an album.
Fingers crossed, hopefully, because Slow Tide has dropped a ton of shit so far, so it could definitely be put into an EP or hopefully album. Listen to a Spencer, please. But yeah, great single. I don't think he's put out anything that I've disliked yet. I really do like this genre switch for him. I think it works well, and yeah. Fucking good job, man.
Fucking yeah, man. Hell yeah.
Fucking yeah, man.
Well, that's all the topics we have today. You can follow us on Twitter. It's good_noise_cast. Instagram is Good Noise Podcast. Facebook is Good Noise Pod. Fucking Threads, man. It's the same as the Instagram. It's Good Noise Podcast. I saw an article today that over half the people that have signed up have not stayed on the app.
Yeah, I made 2 tweets on Threads, and that was like a month or so ago. I have not logged on since. I only go on to promote Good Noise, and that's like it. That's it.
Yeah, I've noticed it's becoming a barren wasteland very quickly. But listen, that's what happens when you just launch an app because you just want to get a fuck you to Elon and like not actually do anything with the app except just launch it. It's been out for a month, and they have done absolutely nothing to it.
Nothing. It's bad.
I figured, you know, they'd launch it, give them a couple days. Start rolling shit out, you know, they're testing the waters, whatever, but we're coming up on like 3 weeks of this thing being out, and it has gone nowhere.
Nothing.
But
yeah, it's kind of embarrassing to see the bands who make the tweets like, we're done off this app, we'll see you on Threads, come back a month later like, hey guys, Threads is dead, we're back.
How you doing?
Like, funny. Yeah.
You can follow us on you can subscribe to us on YouTube. It's Good Noise Podcast. Please do. Every audio streaming service ever is Good Noise Podcast. Bandcamp is goodnoiserecords.bandcamp.com, and Patreon is patreon.com/Good Noise Podcast. Corey's got your Patreon supporters, your Twitch subs, and your important plugs, and then we're gonna sign off.
Thank you to our Patreon supporters, my brother, my uncle, Matt from Pulses, Jeremy, Brady, Zari, and Eric. And thank you to our Twitch subs, Coaster Lover, Buzz Lightskin, Matt again from Pulses, Sam, and Zari. Thank you all. Thank you, Zari, again. Thank you, Matt, again. Double thank you to them. And thank you.
Thank you, everybody. Do you see this Gravedigger poster behind me? I'm running out of shit in my room to thank people for buying for me, but do you see this Gravedigger poster? You guys bought that for me. Also, that pink workout ball.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Shit. Okay.
It was a bundle deal on Facebook Marketplace.
It's a crazy audience that they're trying to reach.
Yeah, $5 for both. So
wow, for both.
Yeah, couldn't say no to that.
Damn, that's good. That's good. Important plugs: Black Lives Matter. Stop Asian hate. Trans rights are human rights. Be a decent person. Support local bands. Don't be an asshole to animals. Yeah. And yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's it.
Well, that is all we have today. I've been Shane.
I've been Glory.
And we have been the Good Noise Podcast. See you next week. Bye.
Bye.